he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Thank you for joining us on Kicking It with the HLS podcast. I am Garrett Charles Langley Henson.
Terry too. What's good, bro?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Hell yeah, man. Another day in paradise, baby.
That's right. Hey, listen, man, I want to start the show off by giving you props. Okay?
Giving me props?
Giving you props. All right? We picked our Rising Stars teams before our last podcast, and I clowned you. I gave you shit for picking Jose Alvarado with your third pick. I was like, he's not playing against Chris Paul out there.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Your boy went on to win the MVP. First of all, I just want to say in defense of myself, when I picked Scoot Henderson first, I had no idea that they're going to put him on another team full of all G League players. I thought they were going to mix these motherfuckers up. He had no chance. Sabotaged out there, running around with a bunch of dumbasses. I should have rethought the format before my pick. But I got to give it up to you, man. You saw what no one else saw. Jose Alvarado, MVP.
Hey, man.
Nostradamus.
I'm not going to act like I watched any of that game. I'm not going to fake. I probably should have watched some of that. But I didn't. Who was Scoot Henderson playing with? I forgot. I looked at the rosters before, but
yeah, a bunch of G League dumbasses.
Hold on, bro.
They couldn't even do the skills challenge right. They had like a 3-point shootout skills challenge where they had to move to different parts of the court, coordinated, and you shoot here, and then I pass to this spot, and you shoot. Like 2-ball.
Yeah,
you ever played 2-ball before?
Yeah.
They had one of those joints. These motherfuckers couldn't even figure out what spots they're supposed to move to. They got beat by a group of kids who were like showing the crowd at how the game works. They put up a higher score to like 12-year-old kids who went on before it started than the actual G League players.
Oh, yeah. You know what, though? You're right. I didn't even notice that. Well, I probably did, but just didn't think it was going to be all G League dudes on one team. That's
who would have thought that? Who thought that's a good idea? Like, what?
I guess I didn't look at that closely, but yeah, we should have thought that they would lose. We weren't thinking about that, though. We were just picking, like, who's the best out of the dudes. So that doesn't matter. Obviously, they're going to lose. Like, they're not in the NBA. Not a single one of they're not NBA talent guys. Matt McClung, stop it. I love him, but he ain't got the NBA talent. He barely was good at Georgetown, to be completely honest with you. Because I saw him in high school. He kind of sucked at Georgetown.
Yeah, I mean, we all saw him on the Instagram hoop site fucking,
Ball is life.
Mashup, whatever. Ball is life bullshit.
Ball is life. Yeah.
You see everyone was talking about Mac McClung saved the dunk contest. He saved it. Thank God for Mac McClung. What do you think, man? Did he save the dunk contest to you?
I mean, he was good. I don't know if he saved the dunk contest. I mean, like, this dunk contest was better than, some of the ones we've seen that were shit. But total entertainment, did I watch the whole thing? Did I watch every dunk he did? Yeah. But that's not going to be like, is the TV ratings going to be like, oh yeah, he watched continuously through, or did I flip to another channel when somebody else went, or did I just record it and fast forward it? I don't know.
I think we know that's what happened.
I mean, like, when was that? Saturday? That's Saturday night, right?
Yeah, that was Saturday.
Come on, bro. Like, I'm not a fucking kid anymore. I'm not about to just be at home watching the dunk contest and the 3-point contest on a Saturday night. Like, that's just not what I'm about to do. Like, I have a fucking YouTube TV account. I'm recording that. I'm recording all the games. Wake up in the morning. Might catch a couple minutes. Fast forward. See what I want. I'm good.
And that's how it should be. And that's how it should be. Yeah. I didn't even realize, Terry, I'd been such an asshole this week. I haven't hung out with my neighborhood buddies or any of my Charlotte friends in a hot minute. Yeah. So I put in a group chat. I was like, hey, guys, like, remember we all hung out? Wasn't that cool? Like, I'd love to do that again sometime. And my neighbor was like, dude, I asked you to hang out Saturday, and you just said no. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah. I was like, are we watching the dunk contest? And you just said, nah. I was like, dude, I thought you were talking about, is the dunk contest worth watching? Not, are we actually getting up together in a group to watch it? I'll get up with 6 people and drink beers and watch these guys miss dunks and fuck around. But I'm not going to do it by myself on my couch.
I got you. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just not watching that shit, man. Like, it doesn't have the same luster as it used to. Like we were going over all the names for each competition. I don't need to see these guys fucking barely dunk a basketball. Like, I don't even know these dudes. There's one dude on my team. I was like, I barely know him. He played like fucking
right. When we talked about him, I was like, you know
minutes.
Jericho Sims? And you're like,
barely. I barely know him.
He put on a stinker. New York hasn't been this embarrassed in a dunk contest since Cole Anthony put on Tim's.
Bro, I know, like when I looked, I was like, oh, okay, I know who he is. But I mean, am I supposed to know somebody who plays 16 minutes a game? I'm supposed to know him.
I know him, and I'm not a fucking Knicks fan, but I don't know.
He sucks. He's garbage. Even his per 36 is bad.
He's super fucking athletic. I thought that he was going to do some JaVale McGee shit and bring out like multiple hoops and have multiple balls and really show off how high his head is above the rim. Put another cupcake up there or something. I don't fucking know. You know,
no creativity.
Maybe put a Torah with Kyrie's face up there and blow all the candles off. You know, one up DeMar DeRozan or Gerald Green back in the day. But
I think it's done, man. We've seen it all, you know. Even the 720, I've seen the 720. It was cool that it was Mac McClung, but we said he was going to win the dunk contest when we saw the fucking lineup. I was like, he's going to win. He's a dunker. He's not a basketball player. I'm tired of these NBA dudes. If I'm not going to see stars, just put in some fucking guys that can jump over cars and shit.
Did you hear the reason that Shaedon Sharpe dropped out?
No, what'd he say?
He said, I'm not going to do the dunk contest since y'all didn't put me in the Rising Stars game.
You have to be a rising star, bro. Like, that's the point of it.
It's like, dude, you're averaging 6 points a fucking game, and you've been pretty terrible all year. You can't do anything but dunk. Like,
that's absolutely hilarious.
This is the place that we're at. Like, Aaron Gordon is like, I'm not doing a dunk contest unless I'm an all-star. Then Shaedon Sharpe hears that and was like, yeah, I'm not doing it either unless I'm a rising star.
Hey man, these guys.
Who's to blame for killing the dunk contest for where we're at right now? Is it Jericho Sims for putting his fucking armpit in the rim and acting like it was the greatest dunk of all time, and then taking out an envelope that he had wrote 50 on that he struggled to open to reveal the letter 5?
He ripped it. He fucking ripped it.
He literally just did a 2-step dunked, put his elbow or his fucking armpit in the rim, and then try to open an envelope for 10 seconds. And that was the whole fucking dunk.
It's like, I want to blame LeBron in a way because, like, you know, I think it was like year 4 or year 5, whenever it was. He was like, I am going to do it after watching Dwight. I don't know. I don't even know when that was. But he was like, after watching Dwight do the shit, he was like, I am preliminarily putting my name into the ballot for next year. Blah, blah, blah. We're like, oh, yeah, let's do it. And he hasn't done it since. Never even thought about it. I can blame him. And then I can also blame YouTube. I mean, these motherfuckers are doing shit that we have never seen before. And we'll never see this shit in a dunk contest. So I can blame them. And I
saw a guy do on Instagram yesterday, behind the back. No, it started as between the legs. He went between the legs to behind the back in midair, and he dunked it.
Between the legs, that's crazy.
Yeah, I saw somebody do that this week. And it's like, you're going to expect me to lose my mind for fucking Trey Murphy coming out here and doing the Vince Carter dunk that I saw 20 years ago?
Yeah, a windmill 360. That's what, like, we've already seen.
No, not even that one. The fucking windmill tomahawk shit, the Paul George one that Paul George loves to do, where he does the fucking windmill and then wraps around the other side. Like,
oh, yeah. Well, like the 360 windmill, we saw Carter do that shit. The smoothest one I've ever seen, to be honest. That shit's smooth as fuck. But he did it. Josh Smith did it. Paul George did it. Trey Murphy, come on, bro. That's the 4th time we're seeing that shit. Like, you got to do something else. Give me some props. I need to see some shit, man. Give me something.
You didn't see where he brought in Jose Alvarado to fake steal the ball from him and then throw it off the backboard?
Hey, horrible acting job, by the way. I mean, come on, Jose. You got to give me something better than that. You hit the swiping, no swiping.
What was cornier? Jose Alvarado throwing the ball off the backboard. Kenyon Martin throwing his son a 3D printed basketball off the backboard.
That was interesting.
Or LeBron saying, I got to keep it 13 for the kids, so I'm drafting Paul George.
Oh,
and
PG.
then later saying, we going to smoke him, so I'm taking Hookah Doncic.
I don't know, man. It's all corny. It's all corny. I think they should still have it because it's always something to talk about. Like just talking about how it's bad or talking about how well someone did. Like I think they should always have it, but they just need to stop like adding stupid shit to it. Like remember when they had the fucking spin the wheel and try to do the dunk from this era and all that type of shit. Just look, do a dunk. You got 1 minute to do it. If you miss a dunk, you missed it. That's it.
Sorry, KJ Martin, who missed
0.
all of your fucking dunks, like 11 dunks in a row before you got the last one.
Yeah, like that's it. It's over. It is what it is, man. I mean,
also, you should probably practice your dunks. Like, don't have a 3D printed ball printed like right on the court, and then you try to dunk with it for the first time. Guess what happens when you 3D print a ball? Guess what isn't printed inside, Terry? Air. Also, that shit ain't rubber. You guys are using a fucking balloon out here trying to catch that shit one-handed off the glass. It's like, who thought this out? You saw the drone with Aaron Gordon. You're like, oh, I'm going to take it to the next level. Like, in 2030, we're going to see like fucking Shaden Sharp have a conversation with the AI chatbot and convince the crowd that it's human, and then he throws himself alley-oop. Like, who gives a fuck?
I just need to see like the NBA needs to do some research. Like these guys had to have been in a contest before or like seen them do crazy shit in practice. I can't just be like, all these dudes in-game dunks are crazy. Let's put them in the dunk contest. We see how that worked out for a bunch of these fucking guys. McClung, I've seen him do dunk contests. He can fucking do it. The other guys, I don't know. I don't know him that well. I think Grimes, of course, he's super athletic, but clearly he showed us not much. I mean, the double elbow shit, that's pretty cool, but he didn't really get his fucking left arm in there. Straight fucking wristed it, and I was like, ah, shit. I'm good, bro.
First of all, you don't honey dip with your first dunk. Like, and then re-up on it for your second dunk.
Bro,
like,
the honey dip is old. A lot of people can put their fucking elbows in the rim. Like, that's not impressive. Like, come on, dog. That's not impressive. And how tall is he? Like, fucking, how tall is Jericho Sims? 6'10"?
Like 6'11", 6'10", yeah.
He's fucking 6'10". Oh, I put my elbows in the rim. Oh, 50. Dumbass. Like, come on, bro. I jump high.
Next year, I'm really excited to see Mason Plumlee. He can do those exact same Jericho Sims dunks.
Yeah, it was just dumb. 3-point contest is. What do you think about the three?
Oh, man.
There's a lot of shit going on.
I'm glad I didn't pick Kevin Herter.
I told you Dame was going to win. Bro, I predicted every fucking winner. Dame is winning. He's a volume shooter. They fucking
Jose
backed
Alvarado,
up.
Mac McClung.
Come on, bro. Like, they gave you like a fucking 4-point shot. I don't even know what that long-range green ball is. Is that 3 points or something?
Yeah, that's how he beat Buddy Hield. He made 2 of those long ones. Buddy Hield actually made more shots.
Yeah, it's Logo Lillard. Like, it's impelling. Because they got the whole money ball rack, and then everything else is a little different. They got the 2 long shots. That shit is pretty cool, but I don't know. I just want to see shooters in that bitch.
Did you see Julius Randle's son? Do you see his son's face while he was shooting?
No, was he crying? Because he was horrible.
Yes, bro. He was like putting his head in his hands, like making all these crazy faces and shit.
Bro, I told you Randall was garbage.
My God.
I can't believe they put him in as a replacement. They probably just called everybody like, "Are you on vacation?" And they're like, "Yeah." "Are you on vacation?" I'm like, "Yeah." Julius was like, "Nah, I'm grinding, baby. I'll go for you. I'll get in there." Trash. We knew he was going to be bad, though. That was
apparently the owner of the Timberwolves made more.
Bro, I could make more than 13 with a whole money ball rack and 2 long shots. I can make more than 13.
I think I'll say that off rip. Nope. Yeah. That NBA 3-point line, it looks close on 2K. You get out there in real life.
Oh, it's long.
Like, wait a minute. I got to start incorporating some type of catapult shot put motion to get the ball all the way there.
It's far. It's a far fucking shot, but Randall, he's not it. I know
NBA range. I turned to Trae Young from 6th grade, heaving that shit from below my dick. Like,
it is pretty far. It is pretty far. Hey, you're not a 3-point shooter. It's all good. It's not that big a deal. But
what do you think about them changing the scoring system from giving everyone's 10s to giving everyone's 50s
for the dunk contest?
Yeah, like before it used to be everyone like 10 was the highest you give. You know what I mean? And everybody would put up a 10, and then your score was out of 50. Like all those added up. This year it was everybody gave a score out of 50, and then they averaged all those scores. It out. Yeah,
I've seen them. They do that
now,
in college.
I've heard, a couple rumors about why they made this change. What was the reason behind it? Some people were saying that Karl Malone was petitioning to throw up a 13. I don't know if that's facts, but they needed to make sure it was possible.
It probably was. It probably was. I think it's a good idea. It's kind of hard to gauge like a 9 and a 10. It's kind of how like Patrice O'Neal was like he doesn't like to rate girls out of 10 because that's too small of a scale. I get it. Like it's hard to gauge like a 10 and a 9. I understand.
If that was going to be the case, though, can we have some more fucking like realistic scores? Like these guys are giving 48s out for like regular ass garbage. Like, can somebody give a 36 or something? Like, come on now.
I mean, it's the overcomplication of a lot of things that the NBA is just doing over this weekend. It's too much shit going on. Everybody's trying to change their shit. NFL's doing flag football. The NHL does a fucking skills competition game with 4 teams in an all-star game. Like, baseball, that's the truest one. But that's like, you can't not try hard.
But
it's like,
that's also because baseball is like easy. Like, no one's going to get hurt in the all-star game playing baseball.
No, that's fact. I mean? It's just like, hey, man, pitch it to him. If he hits it, he hits it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If you catch it, you're out. That's like, that game is a game. That's a straight-up game. And, like, the commissioner was like, all right, whoever wins this game is, like, the World Series. Their home team is the National League or American League. Whoever wins the shit gets the home field. So these two was like, shit, we got to win this fucking game. Imagine if they did that for the finals. These motherfuckers would be like, are you fucking crazy? We played 82 games and worked our ass off for this stupid ass shit, and we got to win this game for me to get a home field advantage or home court? That's dumb as shit. NBA is just
that's lazy. Retarded. That's why they don't do it.
The NBA, I don't know, bro. If the guys aren't going to try, it's nothing we can do. There's no amount of like different things you can do.
We got to just have like, you got to hope that there's a new guy who comes in, like maybe Wembanyama or Scoot or one of these dudes who makes it cool again. Who's like, hey, I actually want to do the contest. Like, I didn't grow up in America. This is something that I saw like growing up on YouTube and shit, and I want to be part of it. Like, we need something like that because LeBron made it so uncool to be in the fucking dunk contest.
No, the dunk contest.
He was the first like high flying superstar to say no to the dunk contest. Like all the other greats did it before him.
Yeah,
and
he should have did it when he was young.
He's refused to do it. Now we got Shaedon Sharp dropping out because he's not in the Rising Stars game.
Well, look, I'm not disappointed because I told you this before. If everybody's gonna complain about LeBron not being in it, go look at his fucking high school McDonald's All-American tape and tell me if you want to see that.
We don't care. We want you to go out there under the bright lights.
That shit.
You can go lay an egg just like James Flight White did whenever everyone thought that he was going to take over the competition.
Yeah,
we don't care. But you got to go out there once. Giannis went out there once when he was a fucking baby. He didn't do all that great, but at least he went out there.
He's not really a big-time dunker like that. He's athletic as fuck, though. I don't know, man. I mean, if they don't want to do it, we can't make them do it. Like I said, get some people that
we're just gonna have to hope that like Wembanyama like really wants to do the dunk contest. And then the next wave of kids is like, shit, Wemby's doing it, I'll do it.
I just think we do what that TNT show was. You get some of the best dunkers around America, put a prize pot in that they actually give a fuck about, and you'll see some crazy shit. You never watched the show. I'm telling you.
I've seen the show. I have seen the show.
That shit was crazy.
But we don't give a fuck because we don't know who they are. You're just fucking YouTubers doing dunks, and it doesn't matter. Like,
I don't care. The shit's done. The dunk contest.
If I want to see that shit, I'll go on my phone. Like, I'm not tuning in at 8:30 on Saturday night.
Nobody else was either. Let me look up the TV ratings. Nobody else gave a fuck about it. Why would I care?
Right.
Why?
They don't give a fuck. They're still calling Mac McClung's 360 a 720. Bro, he was facing backwards when he jumped. It wasn't. He was facing backwards when he jumped. And then he reversed it.
That's what they do for almost every 360, though. Even Vince Carter's 360 windmill was like 180. 240, maybe. You know what I'm saying? They're not jumping straight up and then spinning in the air. That's fucking impossible. Hold on.
Listen, I've seen somebody do a legit 720. Like, I'm not impressed by this fake 540. I'm sorry, guys. By a G League player that the league had to fucking beg the 76ers to sign to a 10-day contract right before the slam dunk so he could wear an NBA jersey and not the fucking Fort Wayne Mad Ants jersey.
Oh, man. Let's see here. All-time low TV ratings.
Yeah.
I kept 6 million people. What the fuck?
Right?
Stop. Get out of here.
That's
Fucking
higher
dog.
than it should have been.
6
Who are
million
the
people.
6 million people who stopped their Saturday night to tune into this?
That's a lot of people. I mean, you always say it's kind of crazy that 133 million people watch the Super Bowl, and you're like, what the fuck are the other 300 million people doing? I was like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but 6 million people sat their ass down and watched the fucking dunk contest. That's wild. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of wild.
How
That's
many
more
of
than a
them are
normal
like
NBA game.
direct family and friends of NBA players?
6 million? That's like more than some NBA games.
You know what? It's all China. It's all China.
Bro, that's more than like some of the bubble NBA finals games.
That's ridiculous. That's so
6
stupid.
mil?
That makes me mad, actually. That actually makes me mad.
I don't think I'm lying. I swear I thought like that one was low. Because I didn't even
promise
watch
you
that
it's
shit,
more
dude.
than the people who watch the Nuggets Clippers series in the bubble. I
Nah,
promise you that.
Maybe. No, because like I'm thinking when that bubble finals is there, and LeBron's my fucking favorite player, I was like, they're going to beat the Heat. And then when we were out, because it was during the pandemic, we went to a brewery and the game was on. I was like, oh shit, I forgot they were playing the fucking finals. So I was like, sat my ass there. Like, we were all out with my friends and I'm just like, yeah, guys, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to watch LeBron. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just going to sit here and watch this game. And they were all trying to talk to me and shit. I was like, hey, if we can talk about the game, I'll have a conversation. But it's a good fucking game right here. But yeah, I don't know. Those ratings were low. I think it was less.
You were sitting next to a friend who was really dialed in. He's like, dude, in 2 years, Wenyan Gabriel is really going to make a difference for these Lakers.
Nah, man. But did you watch the game itself, the All-Star game itself, or nah?
No. No, I did not. I did like everyone else did, and I watched the highlights or lowlights, depending on how much you like defense. On YouTube afterwards. Terry, speaking of the lack of defense in this game, there were 4 foul shots the entire game, which set an all-star game record. The previous low was 9. So less than half of the previous. That's only 2 fouls all game long. 2. Like, what's the point? Should we just have these guys do suicides with a ball?
I guess, dude.
Jason Tatum, he's like, I always dreamed of scoring 55 in an open gym. Come on, man.
Hey, look, you know what? I don't even. I'm still looking at the TV ratings. They said that shit was the most watched game this year. That was the most watched game this year. Was the All-Star game.
That's crazy.
I mean,
that's.
It is what it is. These games, bro, they got primetime games on what, Tuesday, Thursday? Like, come on, bro.
First of all, the draft itself before the game took an hour. Like, I don't know what 6 million people were like tuning in to watch them take. Like, when you, after school or whatever, divide teams with your friends, how the fuck does that take an hour? And how did Jokic was like the second to last pick? He thought he was about to be the last pick. That's why he stood up and walked right to LeBron. He was like, "Oh, there's no one else but me." Lowry Markkanen was said. Like, "Hometown kid, other white guy over here. Hey, Salt Lake, make some noise."
That's what he said. I thought Jokic was just like, "Hey, man, I'm not getting picked after this motherfucker," and just got up. Was like, "LeBron, me and you." And and he was like, "I'm not playing against Embiid either. This ain't the fucking regular season. Fuck that. I'm not wasting no post up minutes on this shit. Me and Embiid,
bro.
Whatever,
him and Luka looked like they had been sentenced to play in this game by the Serbian government or something.
See, that's my thing, bro. Like, we want to blame LeBron, for making shit fancy wancy and cool, and don't want to play hard. Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic. Awful. That's fucking absolute awful effort, bro. That's some lazy ass shit, guys. Like, come on.
Dude, Jokic, he was like, I would have drafted myself last. He's like, I ain't built for this garbage.
Yeah, you are, dog. It's a fucking passing game in a fast break. Like, you don't have to run. You can still throw out outlet passes for easy 2 points, you lazy fuck. That's how I like this dumbass. Damn. All day I was like, don't
you
fucking
know what,
hate on your...
What's Luka's career high for points in an All-Star game?
What, like 7? What?
8.
Oh, my God. Of course. That motherfucker is lazy.
He scored
man.
4 or 5 of this game.
That shit right there will tell me all I need to know about him breaking the fucking LeBron scoring record. He even said it himself. He was like, fuck no. After a goddamn game winner, he was like, I'm going to drink a beer. Celebratory beer, guys. This guy's not going to make it 15 years.
They don't call him Baby Bird for nothing.
He ain't breaking his back doing yard work. I can tell you that.
I forgot who it was, but they had some dude who was on that old Celtics team who they traded just because he was Larry Bird's drinking buddy. They're like, these guys go out every night and get blacked the fuck out, and they have the time of their lives. And they're like, yeah, we got to just trade him. We can't have him around. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're not trying to. They got rid of him because of that. Damn.
Yeah,
I thought they kept him because of that shit.
Nah, they're like, no, he needs to spend more time. We can't have a white Allen Iverson out here like Post Malone.
Nah, Bird is too good, man. I give people a lot of credit for being able to drink and still play. Like, that shit is hard as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
I give a lot of people to credit who actually played in the All-Star game. You know, like LeBron, who hurt his hand on a chase down block. Like, the one time somebody plays defense, they fucking hurt themselves. So
see, that's the thing, though. LeBron be balling. Everybody wants to blame LeBron for a lot of shit. He actually plays hard in the All-Star games. I mean, as hard as anyone is, going to play, but like, he actually played. He got a lot of points. He's got multiple All-Star MVPs.
He swatted SGA the fuck out of here.
Get that bullshit out of here. But
he hurt his hand blocking somebody else. Fucking De'Aaron Fox played the entire game, and you wouldn't know, posting to Tony Snell as a first-time All-Star. 0 points.
How many minutes did he play?
0 assists. Multiple suicides ran.
No points for Mr. Fox. How do you sneak in?
First-time All-Star, too. Injury replacement.
Okay, he snuck in quick. I was like, where the fuck did he come from? I saw him on the list. I was like,
yeah, I think he was the Steph Curry replacement.
2 Kings, and everybody's sleeping on the Kings. All right, we'll see. 3-seed Kings.
I'm just saying, man, for your first All-Star game, you don't score? Like, you're the type of dude who might not be back, too. Like, you would think scoring in your only All-Star game would be a priority. My man was out here putting up goose eggs when he was trying hard. Cool. Like, no one's playing defense. Everyone's moving out the way, doing the electric slide out the lane. And you, who's trying your hardest, can't score 2 points. Like, this is why I didn't pick him to be an All-Star, Terry.
Nobody did. That's why he was a replacement. Not a single person picked him.
You turn into the media, it's like, oh, the Kings, they're in third place. They deserve to, blah, 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 blah. It's like, De'Aaron Fox, first in clutch points, second in fourth quarter points, yada, 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 yada. It's like, come on, guys. You got to watch the games, too.
They don't play any defense. I can't believe he didn't score. That's kind of wild. He's fast as shit. It was a fucking dunk contest, pretty much. I mean, damn, De'Aaron.
There was no defense.
Crazy.
You saw Jokic and Luka walking around. They're moving the speed of smell. The fastest guy in the court can't get a layup?
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. They scored like 190 points. Yeah, that's so fucking crazy.
And he was trying. It wasn't like he was out here doing the Luka. He was trying to score. He just couldn't.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch none of that shit. I legit watched none of the game. I'm not going to fake. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to look at the people and say that I watched a single minute of that game. Didn't do it. All I had to see was wake up. That All-Star game was the worst game in the history. Oh, I'm good. Cancel my recording. I'm good. I watched the highlights. That shit
I watched the highlights. Yeah, same shit. It's like, I'm not going to tune in for this garbage. Sorry.
Yeah. Why do you think they're not playing hard anymore? They changed up the format. It was looking good in the last couple of years. I mean, last year, it was a little lazy, but like since they kind of changed it to get game point, it started to look a little better.
Yeah. They didn't draft well this year. Like, LeBron dropped the ball with the drafting. Like, maybe they fucked him up with that. You got to choose the worst guys first and then choose like the starters last. I don't know if that fucked up his draft strategy or what, but the team that he picked just got smoked.
De'Aaron Fox didn't score any points. Shit. Yeah, I think when he was drafting, though, he picked Jaylen Brown second out of the reserves, and I don't know. I didn't like his team. Like, he picked these dudes out.
That was the best part of the whole All-Star game was Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, like, trading buckets on each other like they were fucking Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kyrie Irving or whatever.
Yeah, that was
Brandon
cool.
Knight. Was it Kyrie and Tim Hardaway? Who was it? Brandon Knight and Tim Hardaway? There's someone in Tim Hardaway.
It was Tim Hardaway and Brandon Knight, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
so. They had a nice back and forth. They were the only people playing defense on each other the entire fucking game.
So, a little bit. It was a little bit. I mean, but that still wasn't hard. I don't think for maybe at the end for a couple minutes, but they still didn't even try at the end hard when I was watching the recording.
They took like 5 half-court shots in a row. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, they were just trying to end the game in a spectacular way. Lauri Markkanen missed a wide open corner three. Like, fucking just, they were like, Lauri, end it. You know, you're in Utah. This is your team. Circled it around like a toilet bowl. He missed. I'm like, all right, they don't want to win. They almost came back, which was kind of funny. They weren't even trying. It's. I don't know, man.
Where was Joel Embiid when we needed him?
How many minutes did he play? Did he play a lot?
This shit stinks.
Did he play a lot?
Yeah, he played pretty good. He probably would have won MVP if it weren't for Tatum, you know, channeling his inner Kobe. Way to activate the Mamba status.
That's the thing that's weird for me, though, right? Like, I get, you know, they try to put on the show and shit. I understand. But Giannis with a fucked up wrist decided to play a little bit. Embiid has, like, feet problem. LeBron has, like, feet problem. There's a couple dudes with injuries and shit, and they're just like, nah, let me get out in that All-Star game and play, like, 30 minutes. You know, this will be nice.
Anthony Davis has an anatomy problem.
I just thought it was weird that LeBron and Embiid kind of played for a significant amount of time, it seemed like. I was like, don't y'all both have injuries?
Especially when there are guys like De'Aaron Fox who are hungry for every minute.
Hey, I don't know. You didn't think that was weird? I feel like that was kind of strange.
Yeah, I mean, especially for it to be non-competitive. But then you saw also guys like they had Luka mic'd up. And he was like, yeah, I got my 2 points. I'm out of here. I'm done for the night. And then he was crazy, like, the draft took too long. This shit is stupid. Like, he said this on the fucking on the interviews. I was like, thank you guys. Can we listen to the players now? Like, come on.
It was pretty fucking stupid, but
just do away with the All-Star game if these motherfuckers are gonna fuck around like that, and just put in a one-on-one competition in horse, and we'll just go back to Pete Maravich playing fucking George Gervin and horse, and I can just enjoy that.
Even if they do one-on-one, I don't even know if they're gonna play hard or not.
They won't do it. It'll be like fucking. It'll be your boy.
Dinwiddie.
One of the Rising Stars MVP will be like Jose Alvarado against Mac McClung. No one-on-ones.
That's the thing, though. Like, yeah, even if the Stars don't do that, no one's gonna watch that. But evidently not. 6 million people watch this shit.
I get to watch Danilo Gallinari play Jeff Green one-on-one. Hooray!
I know they're good, but I don't care. Like, I know they can beat 90% of the planet, but am I supposed to watch them? No, I'm good. Are they even celebrities? If you're 100% honest, is Danilo Gallinari a celebrity?
In Italy, yes. In America, no.
Jeff Green?
Only in Boston.
Maybe. Fucking maybe. I was listening to some fucking pod, and they were talking about is Cole Anthony a celebrity? Because he was saying he he DM'd Iggy Azalea and she read it and then deleted it. He was like, damn. He sent like hella DMs too. And I was like, dog, you're not
And then she slid in Jose Alvarado's DMs.
So, yo, you're not famous, bro. And you play in Orlando. Like, what do you want? Like, just because Terrence Ross got Amber Rose when he was playing with the fucking Raptors, that doesn't mean you can get somebody sneaking around in Orlando, dog. That ain't happening.
They got that young Joel Embiid confidence.
Hey, I wonder how Rihanna feels now. I mean, A$AP Rocky's cool, but Embiid?
Yeah.
That's a star, dog. That's a fucking superstar. Music and basketball is different, though. I don't know.
She caught him at the wrong time, man. He was drinking gallons of fucking Shirley Temples every single day. He was out here looking like a fucking goofball.
He was playing like 20 games in a season.
Yeah. The only dude who he could play against was Andre Drummond. Like, she didn't know.
Yeah, it's different now, man. I don't know. Yeah, All-Star weekend.
It's different now, man. The NBA's changing. Players are moving coast to coast. Guys are getting bought out. And two of those guys moved during All-Star weekend. Let's start with Kevin Love. Actually, two UCLA teammates, two former Bruin teammates, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Love.
Westbrook.
Are you surprised that Kevin Love didn't try to reunite with his favorite college teammate, Terry?
Nah, I don't. Not at all. Like, I don't understand the So when you get bought out, like, who's like, how does your contract get paid out? Like, I'm sure Love and Westbrook still have a big ass contract. Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, you know, like so it's like they're like, we'll pay you 85% of the rest of your deal just to get the fuck out of here, just leave. Like,
and
it's
so
over,
he's just
done.
He's
a free agent. Yeah, no, now he got a new deal with the Miami Heat.
And Russell got a whole new deal.
Yeah, whole new deal. Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Huh.
Yeah, this is how John Wall made $200 million.
Him and Gilbert Arenas. Shout out to Washington for having horrible sports franchises. But anyways, yeah, the Love acquisition is interesting. Does he fit in with the Heat culture? I don't know, man. His defense is suspect. He's got some suspect-ass defense. But does he add shooting? He has some shooting. He has a little bit more spacing. Veteran presence. Champion. Played with LeBron. He got a little bit of leadership from there. I think he's going to be solid for them off the bench. If they decide to play him, I don't know. Because didn't see a whole lot of him in Cleveland. Is
he better than Dwayne Dedman and Omer Yurtseven?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he'll play.
I'm not going to lie, though. Hold on. Let me look at his numbers. He was a big fucking reason why I thought the Cavs were going to be good, because him and Rubio off the bench, I'd be like, I mean, those two dudes off the bench are better than, 80% of every bench player.
He was good. He was good at the beginning of the year. Then he, broke his hand or hurt his hand or tore some ligaments in his thumb, or he fucked up his hand somehow.
That's why he got hurt.
Was out for a bit and then, got out of the rotation. And with him out of the rotation, they started playing really well. So they're like, how about, you're not going to be in the rotation when you come back. You might play 8 minutes a game. And he was like, I want a fucking shit for you guys. Can you just buy me out and I go to Miami where I can play? And they're like, sure.
I think I heard they said they were going to retire his jersey, if I'm not mistaken, in Cleveland, the 0.
They should put up a permanent hologram of him stopping Steph Curry on that final possession. That's what they should do. Fuck a statue. I want to see a moving hologram of just him stopping him on a loop.
Is that warranted? Is not. He played 9 seasons in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's warranted. They never won a championship. It's warranted. It's warranted.
489 games.
Did he play longer in Cleveland than Kyrie?
I can look that up. That face I made was weird.
Yeah, it was low key. He may have played in Cleveland longer than Kyrie did, who was drafted to the team #1 overall.
9 seasons. Kyrie played, 6 seasons. He's got him beat. Damn.
Ooh, yeah. Love, you getting your number up there before Kai. I'll tell you that much.
9 seasons. Yeah, I think Love was true. But yeah, you're right. He played in 41 games out of, I think, 60 or so, or 59, whatever, how many games they played this year. Yeah, like I said, I think it'll be solid. He's shooting 35 from 3 and shit, so I think he's fine. 88% for the free
They need some
line.
more rebound in there too. With Bam Adebayo
still board it up.
Undersized.
Yeah.
He'll help on the boards out there too.
He was getting 8 and 8. I like Love. Like I said,
I'm wondering why Miami? Because it's I thought he'd go to a real contender where he could win a chip again.
Whoa.
I don't think Miami. I don't think anyone thinks they're going to win a championship this year. I don't think their roster is there.
Wow, that I don't understand this. You love them.
What are you caping? You never rated Miami.
No, this was you. Yeah, not me. You thought, you were like, Miami was the 1 seed. You're a fucking idiot if you think they're going to be under a 4 seed. I'm just like, yeah, okay. We'll see about that.
I mean, they probably still will be the 4 seed, but
I don't know. Maybe even with the Brooklyn Nets, fucking, having a.
I still think they're better than the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're too green. At least Miami has people who've performed in the playoffs and has
still hating on the Cavs.
Hey, here's the other thing, man, that people always forget. It's the regular season is not the postseason. Coaching doesn't fucking matter mostly in the regular season. Coaching matters a lot in the postseason. In the Heat of Eric Spoelstra, and the Cavs have JB Bickerstaff.
No, that's facts. I think the Heat can probably sneak a 5th seed, but the injuries and stuff is really kind of hurting them, and Kyle Lowry just being absolutely trash.
Garbage.
Because if you're fighting,
they got a lot of wasted money on their fucking roster, bro. Fucking Duncan Robinson is on like $1 billion deal. Kyle Lowry is on a super expensive deal. Neither one of them play.
Lowry's on a huge fucking contract, but I don't know, man. I mean, like, so February 15th, the trade already happened before last Wednesday, right? When Durant was gone. Well, Kyrie wouldn't.
No, it's not a trade because it is a buyout.
No, I'm saying just for the Nets. Like the Nets.
Oh, yeah.
Let me look at the game. Because the Heat just lost to the Nets last week on fucking Wednesday. And Cam Thomas scored fucking 40 points on them.
And they had over.
Oh, no.
Bridges is in tow. Mikal scored 47.
No, I'm tripping. Yeah, Mikal Bridges scored 45 and Cam Thomas scored 19. Ben Simmons played. Hey, yo, Miami, come on.
11 minutes? 8 minutes? How many minutes did Ben Simmons play?
He played 20 minutes.
Ooh.
I don't know, man. It's like those games. It's those games right there that, like, I just don't believe in Miami. Now, I'm not saying they're in the same boat as Toronto, but, like, I get it. It's a Wednesday night in Brooklyn. Like, you might have went out and shit, but come on, Jimmy. Jimmy and Bam fucking played, and they both played above 35 minutes. You got to fucking win that game, man. It's a brand new Nets team with no Kyrie or Kevin Durant, and you got a shell of himself and Ben Simmons, and you lose. You let Mikal Bridges score 45.
Terry, they were just so excited to get to Salt Lake City. You know, they had their mind on Utah. Right. They're like, listen, honestly, you know, I can't focus on being in New York City right now when I have someplace I want to go.
I think the acquisition is great. You are right. I don't think they're contenders though, because the point guard situation is just not good enough offensively.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he'd go to a team that was like a legit contender, like I don't know, the Grizzlies or the Celtics or
I don't know. I mean, if you were to,
fuck it, I wouldn't mind seeing him on the goddamn Nuggets.
Yeah. Why do you think he chose them? Do you have any reasons in your mind? I mean, they are a team that could possibly make it. Like, they snuck us in the bubble.
Probably because he'll play the most in Miami. Like, he's not going to play a ton in Boston. He's not going to play a ton. I mean, I think he could have helped the Clippers. I think there's a lot of teams he could have helped. Fuck, he could have helped the Hawks. Like, we don't have a stretch big on our roster. But
the Clippers. The Hawks, that would have been the worst decision he ever made if he went to fucking Atlanta.
Oh, he's smart.
Yeah. I think Miami makes sense because they don't have any big depth. Like you said, like the fucking two names. What was it? Dedmon and fucking
Omer Yurtseven. Dedmon ain't even there anymore. He threw the fucking massage gun at the fans and they cut him or traded him or did something. They had to get his ass out of there some way.
That's what I'm saying. So they don't really have any big men. So I think this is an excellent decision by Kevin Love. He'll be playing 30 minutes a night. And I don't know. This might help Miami. I don't think they're going to go above the 5, though. Like I said, it's between the Nets, the Knicks, and the Heat. You know, as big as a Heat hater I am, I think I'd give the Heat an advantage versus those two teams. I like the Heat above those two teams, so they probably sneak the 5th seed. Are they going to make noise in the playoffs? They making noise in the playoffs? No point guard is iffy for me. Are we seeing triple-double Jimmy back again?
They probably win one round, maybe. Like
they're the 5th seed. They'll be playing Cleveland.
Yeah, I think they'd probably win the first round, and then they're out after that. Like you said, the point guard situation is too injurious.
It's just the defense. Like Vincent and Strus can shoot, but that defensively, it's not there. I don't give a fuck what numbers say. Like I've seen them not play good fucking defense. I don't give a fuck. It's not there, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. So their talent limitations are only going to take them so far, but they're exceedingly well coached, and Jimmy Butler is likely going to be the best playoff performer in whatever series they play in the first round. So.
No, Jimmy Butler's not better than Donovan Mitchell.
What?
Jimmy Butler or Donovan Mitchell?
Jimmy Butler.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm taking Jimmy.
I hope that matchup comes, though. That'll be the one, because I don't think they can beat the Sixers, the Bucks, or the Celtics, but the Cleveland one will be interesting. But if Garland and Mitchell are playing like they are versus those two guards, you know, Butler can only guard one of them.
And I tell you what, I wouldn't mind them throwing back a Heat-Hawks series that we had in the first round last year. I think that'd be a pretty good series this year. Now, they're worse and we're retarded.
How many games did that one go? Was that a gentleman's sweep or was that a straight sweep?
Yeah, it was a gentleman's.
It was 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Trae Young. Yuck. Disappointed in you, Trae.
Yuck.
Disappointed, man. But yeah, love. So Westbrook to the Clips. Clip City, Chip City. What do we think about Russell, the 35th best player of all time, going over to the Los Angeles Clippers to reunite with PG-13 and Kawhi?
I'm sure there's enough shots to go around off the bench between him, Eric Gordon, and Bones Highland.
You think he's going to be on the bench?
Yeah, he sucks.
Who's the point guard? Terrence Mann?
Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon's going to be the point guard. Yeah, he's going to be the
guard.
Yeah, that's
since
they traded for him. That's who's been their point guard.
It's because they don't have one, but now they have one.
Dude, they don't. They had a guy who a team gave a first-round pick up to have him leave their bench. Like, he's bad, man. He's not good. He's not going to be good. If they're starting Russell Westbrook, like, go ahead and flush the title hopes, all those fucking high Clippers odds, all that shit down the toilet. Like, you guys just had Reggie Jackson. You just had Reggie Jackson, and you're like, this isn't working. Let's bring in Russell Westbrook, worse version of Reggie Jackson.
You can say Reggie Jackson. You can say Reggie. He didn't stay there long. He got his reservation. They canceled that shit. Look, let me be honest with you, man. Terrence Mann, I like you. You're a good player, but I don't think you're as good as Westbrook. Eric Gordon, let me see.
You don't think Terrence Mann is as good as Russell Westbrook?
Mm-mm.
I think he's way better than Russell Westbrook. Terrence Mann is an actual NBA player. He's an NBA caliber player.
You're
he's
wild
a rotation
right
guy.
Yeah, he's a rotation guy. You don't
Westbrook was like the worst. He was the most injurious NBA player this entire season. There was not one player in the NBA who had a more negative impact on their team than Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, what are we doing? What's his plus minus? Look it up right now. Look up Russell Westbrook's plus minus and tell me he was a fucking negative for the Lakers coming off the bench, giving them, I don't know, like, what, 15?
I know
6?
He's a negative because of how they treat him. I know he's a negative.
Bro, here's the problem.
I know he's a negative because no team in the NBA would take him. That he went to a team that's trying to take, that it would be to their benefit to keep a guy like Russell Westbrook around, and he never even got a fucking jersey from them. That's how I know.
Here's the problem. When Westbrook came into the Lakers, he came in and they were like, oh, you're equals with LeBron and AD. He never got signed, and they were like, all right, you're taking a back seat to these guys. Like, you're going to be the clear third, fourth, and fifth option maybe at times when you come in. When he came in, they were like, oh, rush to LA, fucking championship contenders. And they were like, that's what the bar was. Once you tell him something, that's in his mind. It's not going away. When you put him on the bench, he was like, I'm still the starters team. Every time he played, you could tell. He took 20 shots. Like I said, he took 20 shots. When LeBron was going for this all-time leading scoring record, he took 20 shots in that game.
Yeah, sounds clearly like an ideal guy to put next to Kawhi and Paul George.
But when you come into a situation not as an equal, as someone who's gotten cut from the Lakers, gotten waived from the Jazz, you have to change. And I think Ty Lue could be the guy. I like Ty Lue as a leadership dude. You know, Kawhi and Paul George, haven't heard a peep out of those motherfuckers. You know, as far as like settled or any of that type of shit. I think he can do it. I think he can tell Westbrook, look, man, you play your role. Man. If you don't play it, you're going to sit on the bench. Straight up. And he'll sit his ass on the bench for the whole fucking game.
The whole fucking year is where he's going to be there, for how long he's going to be there.
So you don't think Westbrook could play 25 minutes? Even if he starts, you don't have to play 40 minutes or 35.
No.
You don't think he's going to play 25?
I mean, he could play 25 against the Rockets.
So he's not playing at the end of the games?
Fuck no. Absolutely not.
We'll see.
Absolutely
not. I'm telling you, I think he's the PG. He's the starting PG, and I don't...
They didn't even want to sign him. The front office, they could have signed him 5 days ago, Terry. They've had to have Paul George and all the other players campaign for him. Nobody in the front office, even the GMs, didn't want him. No one across the league wanted him. If he didn't sign with the Clippers, let me ask you this. If Russell Westbrook didn't sign with the Clippers, who else would he have signed with?
If he didn't sign with the Clippers?
Yeah.
Ceremonial OKC? It's up to him. Because once you got bought out, it's your decision on where you want to go. Like, of course, someone has to call you.
Nobody wants him. Like, even OKC wouldn't want him back.
I don't know.
Nobody wants him besides the Clippers, and you're going to make him a starter? A guy that 20 other teams in the NBA don't even want on the roster? And you're going to make him a starter? How well
The
did it
Clippers
look
are-
the first time when PG and Russell Westbrook together? When Westbrook was actually decent.
PG was a fucking MVP candidate.
What did the team look like, though?
The
It
team was
was in
trash.
turmoil all season. Everyone was expecting them to be the best team in the West. They got beat in the first round. Like,
That's facts. I mean, look, it didn't work. I'm just saying now, I think Ty Lue's going to be the dude to be like, look, you play if you do this. If you don't do this, you're not going to play. Like I've always said, the Clippers are not going to win a championship because they have not gotten a point guard for Kawhi and PG. Those guys are scorers. They are not facilitators. Neither is Eric Gordon, averaging 5 assists for the Clippers. That's not enough. You need someone that can actually fucking pass. Wasn't Reggie Jackson. John Wall wasn't doing it either. They're not going to figure it out with Russell, I don't think, either. I'm just saying, like, it makes sense that they would get him. I don't think the Clippers are going to win. It's a mute point to me. Whatever you want to call it.
It would have made sense if they had went to go get Mike Conley or something. That would have made sense. This doesn't make sense.
That would have made sense. That would have made sense.
This doesn't make sense. Like,
they need a point guard, so they got one.
Yeah, you got Bones Highland. Like, you got Eric Gordon.
He don't play any defense. Eric Gordon's not a facilitator. If
Both
you've got
of them,
combine
wait a
them,
minute.
you can't
Are you really
mutate people into one
Are you
person.
going to try to talk me into Russell Westbrook, the defensive stopper? Is that what you're going to try
Hold
to do?
on. I'm supposed to believe in Bones Highland, who couldn't play with Nikola Jokic, the back-to-back, an almost back-to-back-to-back MVP. They let him go for nothing.
Is he not a more talented scorer than Russell Westbrook?
Right now, yeah. I can't lie.
Absolutely. Are they both horrible on defense?
No. Bones
right.
is horrible.
I'm going to play
Westbrook,
the guy who's
Westbrook
like
is a
fucking,
negative.
I'm going to play the guy who's 22 years old, who's a much better offensive player when both of y'all are terrible on defense. Eric Gordon is going to be their point guard, dude. Like, I'm telling you right now. Paul George is going to be the main ball handler. He's going to initiate the offense. They're going to get it to Kawhi on the wing. And
They're
Eric
not
Gordon
winning.
is going to be the Patrick Beverly style point guard who catches and shoots and is the like finisher of plays, not the initiator of them.
They're not winning any games, bro. They're not. I love
They
the
don't have
Clippers,
anyone
man.
who can guard Jokic. It doesn't matter anyway. But like Russell Westbrook is not going to help their team.
Clearly,
He's not gonna
Jokic
help.
Jokic's going to guard himself in the playoffs. You know, we've seen this multiple times.
Oh yeah, we saw how he's haunted the Clippers since he destroyed them in the bubble when they were
No,
up
he
3-0.
has. Hey,
They
Zubak
haven't beat
ain't the
him
guy.
since. They haven't won a game against the Nuggets since they got
Well,
their pants pulled down in the bubble.
Zubac ain't the guy. He's just not the guy. He's not that good.
So we'll fix it by bringing in Russell Westbrook and Mason
I mean,
Plumlee.
you need a facilitator. Like I said, Ty Lue is, bro, Kawhi Leonard quit on Popovich. And he's kind of playing hurt now. So I'm just saying, Ty Lue, if he can get Kawhi, who quit on the fucking Spurs with a bum quad, come on, dog. I think he can get Westbrook to play his fucking role. If not, he's out the league. If he doesn't play his role here, he's out the league.
I'm low-key rooting for Kawhi to win a chip just so I can say
Why?
definitively that he's better than Kevin Durant. That's
Hey,
what
yo.
I'm waiting for.
Look. Kawhi is like the definition of like what the NBA is now. We don't care about the regular season. It's just playoffs. Like, he can make the Hall of Fame. He probably is still going to make the Hall of Fame, but like his career numbers, he's got worse career numbers than like Steph.
Oh yeah, he's got worse career numbers than Antoine Jameson. It's like, what are we talking about here?
Antoine Walker. Fuck you talking about? His shit is worse than a lot of people. When you look it up and look at Kawhi's totals.
But won a chip 2 places as the best player.
MVP. Yep.
And if he wins it a third time in the Clippers, it's like, hey, Kevin Durant, you went to all these different places to be a sidekick and you couldn't get it done.
Bro.
Kawhi Leonard did it as the guy in 3 different spots.
You
Ain't
dead
no
ass
conversation
think,
then.
You dead ass think that Kawhi is better than KD?
I think if he does win a championship, like
If he does,
we'll
I'm saying
retroactively
right now, they're tied 2-2, 2 MVPs, 2 chips.
Yeah.
You think Kawhi's better than KD? That's an interesting take. Talent wise, I can get you there. I like T-Mac.
I think Kevin Durant is a better player in a vacuum, and I think Kawhi Leonard has a better legacy. Like, if I had to pick whose legacy I'd rather have, Kevin Durant's or Kawhi Leonard's, I'm taking
KD's.
Kawhi, where it's like, I was the man both times I won it. It was because of me.
Nah.
It was around me. I was the finals MVP. I didn't go somewhere else. Like, when he went to Toronto, he didn't fucking, like, fit in. He was like, "This
He
is
just
my fucking
dominated.
team, and you guys
He
are coming
dominated.
along for the ride." Kevin Durant has been the best player in multiple spots, and has never been his team. So
Golden State
at the end of that was Steph's team. It was never.
Yeah, but
that's
who
why
was the
he
best
left.
player though? But who was the best player?
Steph.
No, come on.
Steph
was the biggest gravity guy, but Kevin Durant was clearly the best player on that team.
Steph is the best player because he allowed himself to do less, so Kevin Durant could be comfortable and does what he does best.
Hold on, wait.
You don't think Steph could have been the same Steph that he is now, like when KD was there?
Steph.
He was deferring. He was letting him have those minutes. He was letting him have that shine. Like
Steph doesn't need anybody that's great on his team.
That's what I'm saying. He's an all-time, like part of his all-time great player is being that great of a leader that he could take somebody in and like allow him to flourish in his own way. And then he could be malleable enough that he adjusts his game around him and still wins multiple championships.
Arguments
like, we haven't seen Kevin Durant have the ability to do that anywhere, even though he was the highest scorer in the finals. So for me, it's like if I had to look at the careers at the end, and like if they just pause right now, I would take Kawhi's career over Kevin Durant's.
I would never do it. I would never do it because Kevin Durant has a regular season MVP, and I get the whole playoff things and everything, but that shit matters, bro. Kawhi, you can do all the shit that you want to, but regular season, your shit's trash. You got about 3 or 4 good regular season.
I'd rather have the postseason. Look at Kevin Durant's postseason numbers,
KD's got some crazy postseason numbers. What are you talking about?
No, he doesn't. Look it up.
Bro, the Bucks series is fucking insane.
Bro, that he's literally had 2 great series his whole career. He had one in Oklahoma City, and he had one against the Bucks. That's been it for his whole career.
He played great versus older Kobe with Russell. He played great versus the San Antonio Spurs when they fucking clapped their ass 4-2.
First of all, he played great games 1 through 3, disappeared games 4, 5, and 6.
And which one? The Lakers one?
Yeah.
Or the Spurs one? The Spurs one, he was absolutely great.
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about? The one series? Yeah. That's your one series?
That's him.
What about the Cavs one?
Every other fucking series, he's been...
The Clippers!
Wait a minute. He's been worse in the playoffs than he has been in the regular season consistently for his career.
Did you look at this?
You can look at their playoff numbers.
Did you look at this?
No, but I know it because I see it with my balls. You can look it up. I promise you the numbers show the same thing that my memory does.
Hold on. Before you go crazy, sometimes you do this. I know you're getting on a roll like Stephen A. Smith. You just start rolling and then shit just starts coming out of your mouth. I'm telling you right now. And I understand this one doesn't have a lot of gravitas, but the Clippers first round series when he was with the Warriors, when he said, "I'm Kevin Durant," and he scored like 45 on them for 3 straight games. What about that one? He balled versus Kobe when Kobe was older in like 2012, I want to say, when the Lakers still had a pretty good team. The Cavs, he fucking absolutely destroyed LeBron. I mean, he didn't destroy him, but he was pretty much eye to eye with LeBron, and they won that series. I don't know, man. And the Bucks one is the biggest one for me because that's a completely healthy Bucks. Giannis, Middleton, Brook Lopez, everybody that's on the team. Kevin Durant by himself completely. I don't even think LeBron could have done that shit. I mean, the motherfucker was a throwaway, dog. I'm just saying. That's an unbeatable team. They went, 6 games or 7?
It wasn't an unbeatable team. That fucking Bucks team.
They won the chip.
We beat them in the fucking conference finals. Like, what are you talking
about?
No,
you didn't.
The Hawks did. Yeah, we did. We beat them game 1.
Oh, 1 game? All right, you're right. I said unbeatable. Wrong word. They can lose a game, but they're not losing the series.
We were going to beat them until a ref injured Trae Young.
Dude got a bone bruise.
Kevin Durant's playoff career numbers, Terry. Career.
Go ahead. Worse than regular season?
Oh, yeah. Less than 50% from the field, 27 points a game, 4 assists. That's not Kevin Durant.
What are you talking about? Playoffs?
Yeah, playoffs.
We're talking playoffs? He's 29 a game. What are you talking about? 29.4 a game.
27.3 a game, 49.
That's his regular season numbers.
No,
click on playoffs.
I did. I'm on the playoffs right now.
29.4. 29.4.
I'm looking at it right now.
Let me see it. Put it on the screen. Let the people see. You're on regular season. What the fuck website is that?
Google, dumbass.
Yeah, go to Basketball Reference, bitch. You're looking at just Google? Basketball Reference has the fucking stats for every sport known to man and woman, and you're like, Google, playoffs. Kevin Durant, average, 27.3. Some jackass just put that up there. Click on regular season, look at 27.3. Click on playoffs, 29.4 or 3, whatever it is.
You're right. 2 more points in the playoffs.
Yeah,
he's
better.
He's shooting 3 points less from the field.
More points.
35% from 3 in the playoffs for his career.
That's a 35%.
35%.
I'll take it. Shit's better than LeBron. I'll take it. Actually, I don't even know that for a fact for playoffs. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, how many times, though, have you looked at Kevin Durant to be the closer with the best player in a playoff series, and he didn't close it out? Like, the times that he did are very few and far between away. He was with other players who were all-time great players and probably better than him in the pantheon of all-time guys. So
he's choked a bit. But I'm not going to sit here and say he's not a good playoff performer. I'm not going to sit here and say he had 2 good playoff series in his whole fucking career. Like,
compared to his standard, I mean, like, when we're people talk about Kevin Durant like he's a top 10 player of all time.
Like, that's wild to me. Bonafide, yeah, it's like crazy. You compare his playoff resume to somebody like Charles Barkley, and it's not even fucking close. Like, he's great, but to sit here and say that Kawhi and KD is I'm not going to say it's blasphemous, but I also don't want to say it's a conversation. It's like in the middle. It's in the middle.
Kawhi wins one more, there's no conversation. How about
You're
that?
Fucking crazy. Bro, hold on. Let me see how crazy you are, because I want to see this shit. Because your boy KD has played 15 seasons in the NBA, and he's played 978 games all time. That's just regular season, right? And I get Kawhi, that Raptors Kawhi, he's up there. That's a top 10 player. Like, I haven't seen a lot of people play that great. But
you remember Spurs Kawhi before he got injured by Zaza Pachulia?
He was a fucking beast.
Dominating them. Like,
would you say it's legitimate? That Spurs Kawhi, would you say that's a legitimate argument? Him and LeBron, looking back on it.
Fuck yeah,
primed out too. Prime Bron.
Because it's like LeBron could do more. But Kawhi's defense was like Kawhi at that point was maybe the best defender I've seen with my eyeballs. And his mid-range game is like it didn't matter how well you contested shit. Like he just got where he wanted to, and the defense really played no factor. He either made the shot or he missed it, and you had nothing to fucking do with it as the defender.
I don't know, Garrett.
I don't know, man. It's tough, but I think retroactively, when we look back on this, like 10 years from now, it's going to be a much bigger conversation than it is now. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think Kawhi is like best scenario T-Mac, because like T-Mac's talent and Kawhi's
the guy
talent,
who never got past the first round, you go compare to a guy with chips in 2 different cities?
That's why I said he's best scenario T-Mac. It's like T-Mac's fucking...
Oh, okay. I thought you said Kawhi's best scenario was T-Mac.
No.
I was like, what?
I was like, this is the best scenario T-Mac. Like, Kawhi fucking did what T-Mac couldn't, and I feel like their talent is comparable offensively, and maybe T-Mac's a little better offensively, but like...
Yeah, he scored regular 35 a game one season.
Yeah,
35,
the regular season numbers, bro. Like, Kawhi's total career average regular season is 19 a game. He's only played in 610 regular season games. If I look at the playoffs, it's probably going to be crazy, but like 23 or something. It's only 21 in the playoffs.
There's no doubt about it that Kevin Durant was better than Kawhi when they both came into the league. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. But the peak that Kawhi ascended to, it means something when you're the bus driver and not the bus rider. And to do it in 2 different places, I got to give you more credit than being a bus rider if we're equal on chip count.
Kawhi has 4 great postseasons. I'll give it to you, but that's not enough. KD's been playing for 15 years, dude.
Hey, that's what the all-time great players, though, that's what the lore is made of. It's not what you did against Oklahoma City on a fucking night in November. You know what I mean?
That's facts. I get it, but there is other shit, though. Like, there's more than just, a couple playoff runs.
I just want to say, Kawhi, I'm rooting for you. Like,
I can't believe you're rooting for the Clippers.
I'm obviously rooting for Jokic first. But
I'm rooting against the Clippers.
If they somehow get dethroned, I'll root for the Clippers. The team who I'm out on is the Suns. I now hate Chris Paul with every fiber in my body.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy.
I'm kidding. I don't. I'm just leading it. I don't like the super team hopping around. You had 4 years left on your deal, and you went to a team that was in the finals 2 years ago. Like, I don't like this shit. It's the fucking same MO for his whole career.
Oh yeah, and then he said, "This is great for the league." It ain't great for the league, dog. This shit's stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah, if it's so great for the league, how come we're about to have a fucking lockout and they keep extending the deadline for the next CBA negotiations by 60 days every fucking 45 days? Because the owners are going to be like, hey, if you don't play 50 games a season, you're not making your full salary. Like,
they probably should
decide to be Ben Simmons and create some injury, like, we're not paying you $36 million. If you decide to be Kyrie Irving and take like a stand, we're not paying you $45 million.
Yeah, there should be.
If you're Kevin Durant and you sign a max deal with a new team, we're not moving you in fucking 9 months. Like,
yeah, I don't know. There definitely is some conversations that need to be had, but KD.
One thing we can all agree on is that Jose Alvarado is definitively better than Chris Paul right now. MVP. MVP.
Hold on.
MVP.
Speaking of your MVP, I don't want to hate on him, but I was watching the Warriors Nuggets first round matchup, and Jokic was just upsetting me because Draymond was clamping. That shit was pissing me off. I was like, this fucker's gonna win 3 MVPs. Oh fuck, that shit's killing me, bro. Like, I don't know. Anyways, you want to talk about Myers Leonard before we get out of here?
Oh, who did he sign a 10-day with?
I forget. Let me look it up.
It was your boy's back. Oh, it was the Bucks. It was the Bucks.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. 10-day with the Bucks. Shout out to Milwaukee. Always sneaking in these whites. You know, no disrespect to Grayson Allen and Pat Connaughton, and who they have. DiVincenzo might be the realest one, but those two dudes.
They got Joe Ingles.
Ingles off of ACL. Ingles is an NBA player. Connaughton and Grayson Allen, I don't know. Like,
Connaughton's an NBA player.
He can't hit threes, bro. He be jacking that shit, too. I don't think he's good enough to actually be, like, someone that can win a chip, and he plays, like, 40 minutes.
You just think because he's white, he could shoot. But it's like...
No, but he shoots a lot of threes.
Yeah, he
shoots a shitload of threes. Yeah. I mean, no, I didn't say...
Decent. I mean, he shoots, like, 36%. I don't mind you shooting him. But...
Hold on, let me see.
I mean, I don't know what he's at this year, but I think for his career, he's about 36%.
He's shooting 35 this year. 35, I guess, is good enough. He's open as fuck a lot, though. That shit kills me.
That's for sure. And with his athletic as fuck ass, it's like you can't learn how to do the Manu Ginobili and run into the pass during the closeout so you have momentum going to the hoop on the catch. Like, you know how many wide open dunks you should be fucking getting just from that alone?
He doesn't have the handles. That's what he's working on the wrong shit. But what do you think about Myers going to the Bucks? If he can still shoot like he was for Miami, that's a dangerous one. He just needs to shut up on Twitch. Don't say anything else.
I guess we're over the Kyrie shit, huh?
The Kyrie shit?
Yeah, are we gonna get fucking Jewish people with T-shirts in the front row at Bucks games now?
I don't think any Jews live in Milwaukee. I'm not gonna fake.
Oh, they're gonna come out of the woodwork now, Terry.
They're all gonna fly from New York.
Yeah, and Florida. Yeah, I mean, shouts to Myers Leonard. You know, he served 3 years.
No shouts. You're back in the league. I'm not shouting you out. You're back though, but no shouts, brother. You fucked up. Hey. You don't hear us saying some racist shit. We might say some crazy shit for a joke. That shit was not no fucking joke. We ain't not saying that some shit like that, bro.
I'll tell you what. If Kyrie can get fucking 8 games, they gave this motherfucker 3 years. Like, he served his time.
Well, he's not Kyrie.
Oh no. Yeah, that's the facts. And that's the reason why you're on a 10-day deal, bro. He probably won't even make the roster by playoff time. But they took one look at Serge Ibaka, and they're like, we're sick of you serving bull penis pizzas to your teammates. Like, you got to get the fuck out of here. And Bobby Portis still hurt with that MCL. You know what I mean? Jay Crowder, not big enough to guard 5s. Brook Lopez can't be the only motherfucker out there lumbering around. But at the end of the day, I don't think this matters at all. I don't think he'll play. Like, when Brook Lopez... No, I think when Brook Lopez goes to the bench, they just put Giannis at center and put Jay Crowder at the 4.
So, you don't think he's going to play at all in the 10 days? I don't know, bro.
I mean, I don't think he'll play in the playoffs. I don't know if he'll get 8 minutes against the Hornets. I don't give a fuck. But is he going to impact like them winning a championship? No.
I think two things are going to happen. They're going to judge the climate, and I think it's been pretty fucking mild. You know, we can agree it's been pretty mild since they've signed him.
He's back, baby!
They're going to judge the climate, and if he's knocking down threes, I think he's going to stay. Bro, remember when he was playing with the Heat? When we last saw Myers, he was shooting 42% from three. If he's shooting 42% from three with the Bucks, that motherfucker is staying on the Bucks, and he's going to have a fucking long-term contract. It doesn't matter what he said. I'm not saying he's Miles Bridges. You know, he fucked up and made a mistake. I'm talking about Leonard in this one.
Yeah.
But, you know, he didn't beat up a woman or, like, shoot somebody or get away with a crime or some shit. He fucked up.
It wasn't Miles Bridges. It was more like Riley Cooper.
Yeah. And he apologized. And, like, I can always think, like, you can apologize for something you say. You're going to talk way more than you beat a bitch up. Like, that's definitely going to... I'm just saying, like, people talk way more than they do, like, physical shit. So there's going to be mistakes said, especially when you're on Twitch just trying to entertain people. You can fuck up. Like, we fuck up all the time on this podcast. It's like, whatever. It's no big deal. But we're comedy, so we can get away with it.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you're playing a modded version of Call of Duty where you are the Nazis. I mean, you expect this guy not to get immersed into the game?
Hey, I thought he was in VR.
He watched all the Indiana Jones beforehand and shit. He was getting himself ready. He beat off to Schindler's List right afterwards. It was a good night.
Nah, I don't think it's a big deal. He did apologize for what he did, so I don't think it's a big deal. A bigger deal for me is like that the fucking Charlotte Hornets are thinking about signing
Miles Bridges back. I agree with you.
That shit is wild. That shit's wild. I thought the NBA stood a little stronger on their feet. You know, I don't know about this.
Miles Bridges should not be back in the league before Ime Udoka. Okay, straight up.
That is true. They're trying to get my boy Ime out of here. Missoula got that long-term contract now. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Jacques Vaughn just got a long-term deal from the Nets. They're like, preside over this nothingness for the next 3 seasons.
Fuck, man. I wish they would have fucking signed my dumb ass after fucking Steve Nash. Are you any coach after Nash and the fucking Nets went 21-4? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. The team's good.
Kyrie saw the team went 21-4. He's like, get me the fuck out of here. We got no chance to win a championship.
Nah. Don't do Kyrie like that. Kyrie.
I could never leave my guy 7. Could never leave my guy 7.
If Boston will have me, I'll stay.
Right. Dude, as soon as Mac McClung said that shit after the dunk contest, where they're like, are you going to be back next year? He's like, I'll be back if you guys will have me. I started getting PTSD again.
What did he say with the Cavs? Did he say something similar to that?
Yeah. He said something similar with the Cavs. He said the same thing with the Celtics. He said the same thing with the fucking Nets. He's going to, at least I'll give him credit. In Dallas, he's like, yeah, I'm not going to be here long. Like, he's not trying to play nobody. He got there and he's like, we'll see what happens in the summer.
I don't know. You think it's a shoe-in that he's going to the Lakers? We should probably get out of here. We're like an hour 13 in. Just a question.
Yeah. Last one. Yeah, I think he goes to the Lakers in the offseason, reunites with his guy LeBron. I think Luka is going to be like Will Smith, left alone in an empty house in Dallas, and he's going to find his way out of there. I'm swearing you, man. I called this when they trade for him. It's going to be one of two bad things. Did. Either you sign Kyrie to a long-term deal or you chase Luka out of town. Either one. I don't want to see. So
Kyrie was a little quick with the get me out of here shit. You know, I mean, you're basically doing the same shit. You're just playing. You and KD just could have played it out. Like, it would have been fine.
You could have just went to LA at the end of the summer, like you're going to do now anyway.
Yeah. I get it. If you don't like somebody at work, it's kind of hard to work. Like, you're just, every day you go and you're like, this fucker, man.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck. It's so hard when you're getting paid $40 million to play fucking basketball. Hey, a job that everyone in the world wants. I have to go to work with someone who's not my best friend. Woe is me.
He worked hard. You regular motherfuckers would never understand. You fuckers will never understand. I hate it when people do this. Don't fucking do this, man. No, they worked hard to get in this position. He's a
No one's saying they don't work hard. No one's saying they don't work hard. But you also you also get to do a job that literally anyone who's able to do your job would.
You can't.
Anyone who's good enough to play in the NBA plays in the NBA. So you don't get to come out here after having the most coveted profession in human history because there's not
most coveted.
Yes, there's not a single person who could play in the NBA who elects not to. That doesn't exist.
Oh.
There's not a single person. Okay?
Ben Simmons might have something to say about that.
No, the league is going to tell him you're not good enough to play in the NBA. But literally, everyone on the planet wants your job. You don't get to complain about. Bro. Yeah, yes, it is.
You can complain. It's your fucking job. It ain't fun no more once you start getting traded during halftime of games and shit. That shit ain't the same. It's not the same as playing when you were a kid.
Kevin Durant wasn't getting traded in the halftimes of games. He was requesting trades in the halftime of games.
I'm not talking about KD. I'm talking about Kyrie. I'm not talking about KD. KD is a weird motherfucker.
Wasn't getting traded in the halftime of games either.
I'm just saying the NBA is a business. It's not the same. The players are saying, I don't want to fucking play with this motherfucker.
Okay,
get me out of here.
That's fine. But I'm saying I'm not going to cry fucking crocodile tears because you had a teammate you didn't like, and I have to request a trade because I don't like the people I'm working with. All your best friends are on the team, dude. They surrounded you with all your buddies. Like they got rid of everyone you didn't like.
He's been plotting since they traded DeAndre. I'm telling you, he's been plotting. Him and KD. They traded our boy away.
Yeah, it's like we literally trade one guy out the locker room who you friends with. Everyone else adores you and idolizes you. Literally everyone in the fucking building wants to be Kyrie Irving, maybe even Kevin Durant.
You think Joe Tsai wants to be Kyrie Irving?
No.
Are you fucking crazy?
He's not in the building though.
He's in the building. Nah, he's in the fucking building. He's the main reason why Kyrie wants to go.
He's above the building, spying in an invisible helicopter.
Joe Tsai, see what's going on. Like I have said this whole time,
Joe Tsai was in the TikTok balloon. That's where he was.
It's Joe Tsai and Sean fucking Marks. That's why they left, bruh. I'm telling you. You hire Steve Nash. Nash is a fucking horrible coach, and then Sean Marks is like, "Well, I think I want to blow it up." I want
first
James
of all,
Harden.
They campaigned for Steve Nash. They gave him
campaigned for Sean Marks.
They did. He's the one who brought them there. He's the one who gave them their deals. He's the one who gave them hundreds of millions of dollars.
Hey, let me tell you something right now.
Sean Marks. Wait a minute. Sean Marks acquiesced to every single fucking request that Kevin Durant and Kyrie gave. They got DeAndre Jordan in. They got Jared Allen out. They moved all the fucking pieces around to acquire players that they like. You move Nick Claxton down the bench to a position that he doesn't get. You get Ben Simmons back with both of their blessing. Who blessed Ben Simmons? They could have gotten a ton of package of other deals.
Go ahead.
They wanted Ben Simmons. They wanted Ben Simmons, and so they got Ben Simmons for them. After making all these moves, bending over backwards to acquiesce him at every step, they say, hey, can you not tweet racist stuff and play the games this year? And Kyrie goes, no! And we're going to blame it on Sean Marks. Okay. All right.
The only thing I'm saying is, if I'm working at fucking Red Lobster, right? I'm trying to make it normal for you normal fucks because you guys don't get $1 million fucking problems. If I'm working at Red Lobster, I only
go to Red Lobster for special occasions.
If I'm working at Red Lobster and the boss is like, hey, you know anybody who can work here? I'm like, yeah, this guy, he can work here. I'm saying this is Steve Nash, my friend. I'm like, yeah, hire him. He's a good dude. If he fucking sucks at his job after 1 year, then I'm like, all right, time to get rid of my boy, Steve Nash, because he sucks at serving people at Red Lobster. He's spitting on their food and serving it to them. Fire his ass. And if you don't, and you want to keep him there, and I got to work with this dumbass every fucking single day, it's a problem. Get me out of here. I don't want to work here anymore. Why is that so hard to fucking say? It's not that hard to fucking realize that Nash is a bad coach. Let's get a new one.
First of all,
I'll play with whoever you want, but I just need a new coach. That's it.
They did fire Steve Nash. They did.
They were good.
And then Kyrie still demanded a trade. And
they didn't give him a contract. They were like, nah, no contract for you, buddy. You're getting 26-5 with a
So they keep moving the goalposts. What was it? Was it that they need to have the right coach? Was it they needed to have the right players? Was it that they needed to have the long-term contract? What was it?
The only thing was Kyrie in the contract. They were going to play for Jock Vaughn. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. And they wouldn't extend him.
I'm not saying they should have. Gives Kyrie Irving a multi-year deal this offseason. Like, you guys are going to get – it's going to be the same treatment that whoever signed Deshaun Watson to that ridiculous deal got. Like, you're going to be a pariah to every other fucking team in the league, and they're going to hate your ass.
Look, I'm not saying that Sean Marks didn't make the right decision. I'm just saying I don't even know what to say. Like, they're both fucking wrong, but I think Sean Marks and Joe Tsai fucked up. It is what it is. I would have gave Kyrie 2 years. Man, I get 2 years. Come on. What extension?
I wouldn't give Kyrie 2 months. He can't even keep it together for fucking 40 days.
You would,
like, come on, man.
You wouldn't want Kyrie on your team?
No, absolutely not. No.
On the Hawks? On the Hawks?
God, I couldn't think of a worse match.
Trae Young or Kyrie?
Trae. But he's displaying some, I will say, worrying Kyrie-like tendencies.
Nice knowing you.
Hey, you know what the thing about Trae Young is, though?
What?
Motherfucker plays 82 games a season. Every year.
Does. He does.
Every year.
He plays a lot of games.
Every year.
Then he steps on the ref's foot and has a fucking bone bruise.
Yeah, it plays through it in the fucking playoffs despite being hobbled.
What kind of boots do you think the ref was wearing that he fucking had a bone bruise? Like, god damn. Anyways,
he had some firefighter steel-toe Gore-Tex motherfuckers on.
He had them goddamn goth boots. My boy was out there stomping on these motherfuckers.
He had whatever Kendrick Perkins used to play in on.
Fucking army boots. My man was...
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Kicking It with the HLS Pod.
Shit.
We'll catch you guys on Friday with all of the updates in the world of sports.
Yeah,
Until then, drop the like, drop the sub, keep it locked. North Carolina, continue to stand up.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.